Hey there! What's going on YouTube? Spencer here for another video. It's been exactly 32 or 33 days since I've posted a video, so my apologies guys, but it's been a long summer, and what I like to do is take a month off from YouTube once a year. I did this last year as well. It's sort of like my mental reset. YouTube is my job, and after a while being on social media for like 7 years straight, you kind of need some time to just like have to yourself, relax, spend time with friends, spend time with family. I guess we have a lot of things to cover about where I have been, what my future plans are, and yeah, that I'd just like to catch up with you guys and see where we're at for next year and all that stuff.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Guys, if you remember before, I was sponsored by Factor, and they are kind enough to have done another brand deal with me. I absolutely love their product. Guys, I'm not really a big chef guy myself. This cuts down on grocery store trips so quickly. Today we've got roasted garlic braised beef with vegetables. We've got cauliflower, we've got broccoli on the side. It's absolutely delicious. This stuff is super cheap, and if you guys are interested in getting it, use code AthleteSpecial130 for 130 bucks off of your first 6 orders. And make sure to use the URL go.factor75.com/AthleteSpecial130 to get your discount. Personally, I'm not a vegetarian or vegan, but there are vegan or vegetarian options for those out there who are interested in that. Another thing I like about Factor is that it's just a very balanced, nutritious meal. It has all areas and food groups available for anyone out there, and this also gets delivered to your house, so again, cuts down on grocery store trips, all that stuff. Thank you so much Factor for sponsoring this video again, and now back to the video. So I ended my season, like I said, at the end of June after I ran 3:45 in the 15. Definitely was disappointed after that, and as I mentioned, I felt kind of crappy, like I thought I had COVID or something. I took a test, never tested positive, but just kept feeling crappy after that, so I shut down the season and ended it there. Then I went to one of my best friend's weddings. Shout out to Henry Smithers. He's one of the OG Athlete Special cast members. He was my freshman year college roommate. His wedding was absolutely incredible. So after I went to that wedding, I started training again, and I tried to put in some bigger weeks. I jumped up mileage too quick. I think I went like 50 miles, then 60, and then 65. And then after I ran another 65-mile week, one, my body was feeling like shit, to be honest. I felt just like achy, tired, and not really enjoying it. And two, my post tib started acting up, and I was pretty much getting injured, so I had to shut it down again, which was super frustrating. But in the meantime, when I was kind of semi-injured at the end of July, I went home for my sister Kelsey's wedding. She's my oldest sister, so shout out to Kelsey and James on your unbelievable wedding, and I hope you have an incredible marriage. So after my sister's wedding, I got back to Seattle and started slowly doing mileage again, which leads me to right around now. I'm about a week and a half or 2 weeks into running again. I did like 45 miles last week. Right now I'm having kind of like this hybrid coaching of Ari is giving me workouts and training, and I'm kind of just keeping my dad in on the loop. Ari kind of goes by the Norwegian method, the Jakob Ingebrigtsen method of training, where there's not really week-to-week mileage. It's more like these 10-day cycles. You just get a lot stronger over time, and that seems fun to do for training, and I think that that's going to work out well for me. So Ari's kind of just running the show right now, giving me workouts, and my dad's kind of just like overseeing it. He's kind of stepped aside a little bit for now. To be completely honest, I've been very much contemplating the idea of retiring from running at like a, whatever you want to call what I am, like a semi-pro, kind of like scrub pro, strug pro. I wouldn't say that it's like a lack of love of the sport. I had such an awesome experience racing last year. I didn't get the results I wanted. I ended up running 3:42, which is a little bit slower than I would have liked to. YouTube and running is an absolutely phenomenal way to live. I've been doing that for 7 years throughout college and then post-college and, you know, professional running stuff. More so, what I realized is that I'm trying to contact more like big names in the sport of track and field and see if there's anything else I can do to still be involved. I love making YouTube videos. I love posting content, and you know, right now in track and field, there's this whole movement going around of like, how can we grow the sport of track and field? But I have a pretty big voice in the sport. So yeah, right now I'm kind of just like in this weird state of trying to figure out what I want to do in the sense of something more than just myself training to try to run fast. But yeah, at the same time with my training stuff right now, Ari's got me on the bike a little bit once a week. As far as posting videos of my workouts in the future, I'm definitely going to continue doing that. It's always super fun to be able to show you guys my build-ups as I try to, you know, achieve the most in the sport. But, you know, mentally, I'm doing all right. Physically, not great, but we will get into shape and we'll start progressing and seeing how it goes. I think that right now I have like the right mindset and the right thought process with training. I know that it's not the time to be going crazy hard, but at the same time, I think that if I can put together a really good block, I can continue to PR. Pretty much every year, I PR in something. So last year I had the 3K PR. You know, I think my preliminary goals are still, you know, I want to run like 355 and 750 next year if possible. So we'll have a lot of good video series. But like I said, guys, comment down below if you have any suggestions of like what you guys want to see from video content, or if you have any new ideas or people that I can contact for, you know, just cool content and cool ways I can help grow the sport of track and field. At the end of the day, this is what I love. I love the sport. I love the sport at all levels. I will be back on a video schedule now that I finally have posted. Yeah, and guys, one last thing. I really do want to shout out my sponsor, Mantra Labs, for sticking by my side. I'm a huge advocate for mental health. That's why I took a break from YouTube, just because I think it's really good for mental health, and Mantra totally stands with everything mental health related. If you guys need help sleeping, take their rest. It's awesome. I take it every night before I go to bed. Mantra Labs truly has been an awesome sponsor to have for the last 2 years, and because of brands like Mantra Labs, I am able to feel validated as a runner and be able to live out my dream a little bit. So go show them some love. I'll leave the link down below if you're interested in using their code. I'll see you guys soon.